What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 35 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Grimgor Ironhide campaign. So as we saw last time, we have entered the cleanup stage of the campaign. Karl Franz had his last stand against the troll army, and Athelloren itself has completely fallen and been cleansed of the filthy knife-ear presence. We only have Vlad to take out, Skarsnik to get on the field and to kill Belegar, and for Black Crag to fall to us as well. And just a few more things to accomplish. We're very, very near to that long victory objective, and looks like we'll be able to reach it by the end of the campaign within the next 2 episodes. Anyway, let's see what we gotta do this time around. Grimgor, you are going to... guess we could send you here. Is this worth fighting? I guess we'll see what's in the actual army. This is not worth fighting a pile of skeleton war. Zombies and skeletons, really? Alright, I know that they have at least... what? Valiant defeat, you're telling me, against this. Now, I'm not one to underestimate piles of zombies and skeletons, because I've used them to extremely good effect, if I do say so myself, in my own vampire shenanigans, since I've played the vampires 10 times more than all the other factions, but... there's no way, there's just no way this is a valiant defeat. Alright, game's being weird, but I guess it wants Grimgor to hack his way through massive piles of gobos and skeletons, and I'm certainly willing. Let's move everybody else first, and then we'll send Grimgor in to do the deed. And a raiding camp for you, sir, and then move between these territories right here, and then attack them as needed. I doubt that they'll attack Spite. I really, really doubt it. But hey, who knows. Vicious the Despicable, you're heading out to Pavona. Also, between the episodes while doing the admin, I did trade Miragliano and a bunch of other territories back to Clan Scryer, as, like I said in the beginning, I didn't want any territories south of the eastern Iranas, and I also traded a bunch of territory to the to Scarbrand as well, but took the coastline from him, so we'll have this little blob near to Albion, and then Scarby can keep all of the chaotic wastelands that we don't care about rather. Generally speaking, however, we are pretty good pretty much everywhere. Kislev destroyed, Norska and Chaos are under our heel and that of Scarby, and considering they all hate us for allying with Scarby, well, it's fine. Just Vlad remains, and that's pretty much it, so let's continue. What do we have here? Arachnic Spider Claw, you are going to head to the last bastions of the this particular faction, Ostermark. I don't know whether they have an army nearby. And who are they at war with? They're at war with the Slaughter and Horn tribe and nobody else. But we can't even ask them to join, meaning we just straight up attack them. Sure. Empire still has to be destroyed after all, so begins to you, good sir, and head to Griffinwood to call your allies to help. No need. Most definitely no need. Now, is there anybody we can trade this stuff to? As in, is there an ally? Oh. We can occupy this? Alright, fine. Griffinwood will occupy and will build, and maybe we can trade it to Clan Pestilence within the next few turns. They should have some nearby territories. Oh. Actually, this is all chaotic corruption. You know what, maybe we'll just raise these then. I guess it's all chaotic corruption from the Slaughterhorn tribe. Torok's running around looking for Wheaties as he does. Anyway, Grom the Paunch and Nobber, you guys are gonna have to get a move on as well. Can you go further in March stance? Yes, you can go much, much further in March stance. Surprisingly enough. I guess now that Athelloren is ours, the trees must obey, or else they know, and they'll get turned into scrap. Oh, wait. Nobber, we can send you down here to deal with some of these guys, while Grommy heads to the territory of Sylvania. That makes more sense to me. Alright, Grom's done, Griebitz. You, sir. You know what, heal for one more turn, then you should be able to auto-resolve Iron Pelt Den. We are in no hurry, as the Kugat faction, the Poxmakers, that's the one, has already been destroyed. Vera Glegbiter, I guess you're gonna try to head through this up north to the forces of Chaos's remnants. You're gonna suffer a little bit of attrition, but you'll be able to move a little bit faster this way, so I think we're gonna do that. Or rather not waste the time. Alright, then, just to save on a little bit of attrition, Bludgeon Neck Snapper. You are waiting for Skarsnik to arrive, and so is Snide Bootlicka. And so they're just gonna keep waiting until Skarsnik is ready to lead those gobos into battle. You, Mugga Leech, with your range army, gonna head into the Bjornlings gathering. And what do we have defending here? Not really much, but you know what? We're gonna fight this just for fun. I want to see the range units, because I don't know whether we can actually get them anywhere. As in... Oh, wait. Idea. A moment. There's defenders here. They got 5 units of Plague Bearers. What do they have here? Yeah, this is much, much worse. We could go to Iron Pelt Den and then maybe have these 2 armies attack them together. And would even get even more Savage Orc Airborns and just limit the use of the melee units. That might be fun. I want to try the range. I mean, yeah, you know what? I think I like that idea. Let's auto-resolve this. Oh, we can't? Really? Alright, fine. We'll manually fight this real quick then. Wasn't quite expecting that, but sure game, sure. I mean, this army is complete nonsense in terms of its composition, but hey, who knows? Oh, is Mugga the Leech on his spider? He is not on his spider. Well, that's going to be an issue. And oh, all right, this is not the greatest map for this because it's going to make it difficult for our artillery to fire over those kills. But once again, what can you do? You all are going to deploy here. And we need you to annoy the enemy as they approach. Oh, there they are. Alrighty, let's set up the artillery so that they can hopefully fire upon them. Like so, and then we'll put a couple like so. I'll do the cinematic for, I think, Grimgor, because, well, yeah. And maybe if we do the other fight as well. As in the other anti-Nurgle fight. Alright, you guys go here, you guys go here. And there isn't really a good position for our Warplock Jezzails to go. You know what? Stay back here and fire at anybody who goes after our archers. Let's do something like that. Enemy's gonna take a while to approach us. Alright, start deployment and start battle and go. Let's have you target the Beast of Nurgle, you target the Furies, you target the Furies. And you know what, you... Actually, all of you target the Beast of Nurgle. Screw the Beast of Nurgle. Alright, let's see how that goes. And would you look at all those Doom Divers. 'Tis a beautiful sight. How many of them will actually hit the enemy? There, very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, now looks like plenty of damage on those Beasts of Nurgle as well. Alrighty, now I do want to turn off the skirmish mode for so that our regular archers don't get screwed over. And make sure that the rest of you attack those Chaos Furies. Here comes another blob of Doom Divers. And oh, wow. Wow, Doom Divers. How'd you manage that one? Damn, they certainly missed a lot. Alrighty, here come the Chaos Furies, getting hit with some of the arrows from our various arrow boys. Not melting nearly quickly enough, however, and actually able to land. Yeah. Well, that's orc range for you, to be honest. Not something I wasn't really expecting. Alright, but at least the far stabbers can stab heckin' far. Okay, you guys keep firing. I think we're gonna need you to switch to Forsaken now. Oh, in fact, you two fire on this. You two fire on this, and then you two fire on this. The spiders continue to lead enemies around. And didn't turn off skirmish mode from the Jezzails. Well, damn me. Alright, and you're gonna have to run before you get killed. Spiders, I'm gonna need you here. Turn off skirmish mode, go into melee, and then fight those Furies while the Jezzails escape. Actually, wasn't expecting them to really do anything this particular battle, so yeah. Alright, I'm back to this. I want to see the melee range units fight. Let's give them sneaky stabbing to help against those Forsaken of Nurgle, who will of course continue to take damage from our range, though maybe we want to set the range units up like this so I can fire along. Alright, everybody else, take out those Beasts of Nurgle, please, especially the anti-large. And ow, how the heck did you get caught? Heck are you doing? You're in skirmish mode. You call that skirmishing. Alright, you're skirmishing, and Gisele's... Actually, you would be pretty good against those beasts, so go target them. Looks like the enemy Furies are pretty much done for, and the spiders did their work. Alrighty, and... Oh, I also want to make sure that we don't... Okay, you know what? All of you switch to this, except you switch to the Beast of Nurgle. There we go. Alright, Forsaken be running. Alright, careful with those Doom Divers. They're definitely going to hurt us just as much, if not more, than the enemy is. And melt those Beasts of Nurgle. There we go, those two drop. At least we have plenty of anti-large on the Savage Shooters and, well, the, Savage Orc Error Boys in general. Alright, now, all of you, target this Beast of Nurgle. And this is why I really wanted 4 units of Giselles in this army, because, yeah, clearly it's going to struggle with pretty much everything, but against the reinforcing army, it should be okay. And once we have a couple of Arachnaroks and Mugga Leech on an Arachnarok as well, then it'll be fine. You guys, wait, charge in. You back off. As usual, the issue with trying to watch the battle at the same time as play the battle. And, okay, last of those Beasts of Nurgle finally goes down under dozens of the Doom Divers. Alright. Nurgling's still chasing around, and it looks like we're okay here. You guys react to that. You guys go after those Forsaken. Let's see how long it takes to snipe you, sir. Alright, that's a lot of Doom Divers. Oh, can't even see him under the Doom Divers. And, well, they're hitting them. I feel like he's probably going to get a lot of invincibility frames when he gets staggered, but it's okay. Oh, he's running now, either way. And... yeah, I see one of our spiders are badly damaged, but I want to see that cultist drop. Oh man, how many gobbos did we sacrifice to do this? Down he goes, but hilarious. I love it. Well, what a silly and glorious unit. Oh, damn, that one unit of Forsaken is gonna escape, but what can you do? Oh, well. Alright, end the battle. Alright, a little bit of damage on some of our Orc Airboys. I'm curious about the damage as well. Ooh, nearly 10k on these guys, and I think they were one of the ones that fought in melee, hence the additional damage. Yeah, hovering around 5k everywhere. And didn't get too much use out of the Giselles, but because of that hill in the center of the battle and the fact that I was distracted trying to watch and play, wasn't really too much we could do there. I'm curious to see how much damage the Doom Divers got. Less than I would have thought, to be perfectly honest. But not a big deal either way. Loot and Occupy, we're just going to transfer this to Scarbrand anyway. Definitely don't need any more territory, and you can repair it and just build some garbage here for Scarby to enjoy. And yes, I'm aware that it's a full province, but nonetheless. Still not one that we really care about. Oh, also, I forgot to delete the Squig building here. Don't need you. Alright, and Zajar Rotgut. I do believe... You were probably going to join armies with Grudshot Ashnauer. Yeah, so we're gonna have to move you, alright. Go all the way over here, can't quite reach him, but nearly so, and that's just fine. The rest of you can stay here and handle whatever it is you can reach, alright. Who else needs to move this turn? Not Griebitz, because we already checked him. Bludget Necksnappa is waiting for Skarsnik. For one turn, okay, yes. Just had to double check that I didn't actually miss Skarsnik, who is already somehow on the field. Leroy. You're gonna continue traveling by sea along all of this. Not sure you'll ever reach anything other than the coastline, but who knows. You. Is this still attrition? No, you can travel in March stance now. Maybe you'll catch up to your buddy Arachnic at some point. Mr. Snorko. There is a Festus's Ague at this place. We could also go to Weiler, but take this. Actually, are we keeping this? I guess. If we... Oh, wow, really? Pyrrhic Victory. I guess they have a bunch of... Alright, fine, just besiege it. And they'll sally out at most likely, I would say. Oh, wait, can you go there, maybe? You cannot, damn. Where can you go, in fact? Take this place. I'm probably gonna trade off a decent pile of this. Oh, Clan Gritus is right here as well. We can trade him all of this. Because we don't need it. But we can keep this place. Urskoy River, I mean. Plus, I've been seeing Urskoy River in the build menu for far too long to just get rid of it now, but I really don't care about the southern Oblast. I just gotta join our empires, and then that will be achieved. And is there anybody else that needs to move? Bludgeon Neck Snap, I already checked you. Snorko is good. We got Grotslick, the other Grotslick. Okay, you're gonna kill off this guy here. Actually kind of tempted to trade Arcan some of these territories just to try to get him to declare war on a bunch of our enemies, and thus maintain friendliness with our friends as well. Yeah, the tricks are short. Nice find. Not that we really need it, but nice find nonetheless. A lot of those captives, and don't keep that, because I doubt that you'll ever need it. You can continue moving to Vidovdan. I doubt that these guys will be able to build up a territory, and yeah, I mean, trade these things to this guy, have him declare war on everybody. Meh. It's not a priority, but it might be something we do, since we have a lot of territories right now that are effectively, like, not doing anything. And they're all at 0 while building up, because we don't want to deal with the public order, and why not just trade them away? Alright, take Bolgosgrad as well, just colonize it. We're just gonna trade these to our allies, like Molder and stuff, but I'll do that between the episodes. Because it's not critical either way. I really... This also bothers me, the fact that this is here, but I don't think there's anything we can trade to them, so I'm just going to continue ignoring it. Alright, anybody else need to do anything? No. By the looks of it, we do not, which means, Grimgor, it is time for you to get Valiant defeated. I'm sure, game, I'm sure. Well, let's see about that Valiant defeat, shall... Ooh, but before we do, you just reached level 40, which means another point in Mentor. And get crack some ads, I guess. Bring it down, Devastating Charge and Thick-Skinned. Hey, your charge isn't quite as high as it could be. Let's do that. Get you leading from the front and Devastating Charge for another 60 charge. I think that'll be worth our time. And the rest of you... you've actually also reached level 40, so Mentor for you, good sir. And, since you have Potent and Experienced, I guess we keep going through hard to hit and keep making you more fighty. Warpaint gives you 12% physical resistance. I think we'll take the resist over the Deadly Blade in case you get attacked. No level 40 on you and no level 40 on you, so I think we can ignore that. Grimgor, away you go. Valiant defeat. Sure. Alright, here we go. We may not get too many chances to... Ooh, hopefully this hits the Cairn rights. We may not get too many chances to... just over the Cairn rights. To fight the vampire counts in a settlement, so we should really... Hello, skeleton. I don't know why that amused me so much. We should have the chance to fight them in one of these minor summons. The way we're going to do that is this: Grimgor and his Immortals and his Crimson Killers, together with his 2 Black Orc Big Boss minions, will go together through this choke point, while the rest of the entire army, 8 Black Orcs and all the Rogue Idols and Giants, will approach from this direction instead. Obviously, they will absolutely overrun the zombies and whatnot, but this location should be a little bit more interesting. Or at least, that's the dream. Away we go. It looks like the Black Orc Big Bosses are going to be first into combat through those skeleton warriors. Alright. And so we begin, get a few of those axe swings in there while Grimgor slowly seeks to join the fray as well. We're going to send the casters in as well. These are both fighty casters, and they like a good scrap, and as well they should if they're in Grimgor's army. And here come his regiments of renown to start ripping those skeletons apart as well. Very, very nice. Of course, those are just the beginnings of the skeletons. Here comes one of the enemy vampires of death, and oh wow, just lost like a third of their HP. To who? Was it to Grimgor? Yeah, I think it was to Grimgor. Alright, this may not have been where you wanted to... Damn! Alright, that vampire lost her head extremely quick, but hey, these are the dead, maybe she'll come back. Plenty more skeletons and zombies where that came from as the enemy seeks to hold us in that choke point, though over on this side, obviously, the vast majority of our army is overrunning the enemy. Which is as we expected. And I'm gonna get a little bit of help against those Karen Wraiths rather, with a damn, another Lord just died. Oh, Grimgor. I think this portion might be a little bit more interesting. Get a brain bursted down on the enemy from Mr. Grotzlik, and I think Grotzlik's gonna have plenty of damage after this battle is over. Plenty of enemies just sitting in a choke point, getting ready for a nice stomping. Isabella's flying around and looks like she's gonna try to go after our giant river troll hag. There's an Edbutt coming down to clear the way of zombies and skeletons so that Grimgor can bring Isabella down instead. And she's down to half HP already. Grimgor hits pretty hard at 1.8k, and I think we can buff it to 2, as I recall. Alright, and Isabella will be taking one more hit by the looks of it. Alright, Grimgor, away you go. And down she goes. But hey, there's more zombies and skeletons where that came from. They're blobbing up and even more are moving in. But hey, I'm sure we can handle them. In fact, what do we have here? Emmanuel Posner, another vampire for Grimgor to bring down. Damn, he's hunting all the vampires today while Grotzlik hunts the enemy infantry. There's that classic foot of Gork from him absolutely deleting like 5 units at once. And just out of curiosity, Grotzlik, how much did that do? You're at 1,000 kills and 116k damage. Truly a legendary caster. How is the rest of our army doing? Still plenty of zombies and stuff are running around, but, well, obviously they aren't a particular threat to Black Orcs or Giants or Rogue Idols, which are working together nicely. Actually, out of curiosity, so we've got, let's pick a Giant here. Orc War Belly Drum, 88 kills and 13k damage. You have that trample effect, and Dwayne has been unable to get through. Yeah, looks like the Rogue Idols and Giants are blocking each other a little bit. The middle one has been able to get through, though, because there's no Giants blocking him, and he's got... if I can ever select him. Come on. Why are you making this a difficult game? Ah, the camera. Alright, screw it. Just watch them attack, it's not a big deal. Frankly, this entire army isn't really a big deal, but fun little fight. I always love playing the vampire counts, and I always love fighting against them, just seeing those hordes of units. And alas, we won't be seeing them for much longer as the balance of power shifts vastly in our favor. Grimgor has completely cleared this absolute, I don't know, slaughter of a choke point, and just a few more units to melt away. There we go. Oh man, that's gotta be a scary sight, the Giants and the Rogue Idols together. Especially when you're one of the infantry below. And there we go. Grimgor got himself, what, 3 or 4 vampire kills out of this battle? But Grotzlik absolutely cleaned house as well. Decisive victory, and not too bad at all. Alright, there we go. We had 5 losses, and I feel like that was actually higher than it should have been, and yeah, the auto resolve was just being completely wacky. I have to wonder whether it was the Occupy. I have to wonder whether it was the auto-resolve being wacky in favor of the vampire counts here that allowed Vlad to get so strong towards the end of this game, because that was weird. That was just weird. There was zombies and skeletons versus Black Orcs and Grimgor and other nonsense. Grotzlik got over 100 and I think 50,000 damage and 1.1 thousand kills. What are you talking about, auto-resolve? But anyway, let's continue. I did the buildings between the episodes unless I'm lying? I am lying. Oh, that was for the previous turn. Meaning, to end this turn, we still have to do some stuff. Alright. And though, fortunately, Sans thought, just like in real life. Alright, let's just do the buildings that we have. Mason, probably not gonna keep you. Gonna trade you to the ogres. I guess we'll build something there just because it's going to bother me if we don't. We will trade you. Fair Derek, we will not trade you, and that's it. Alright. At least the admin has significantly been reduced because that was easy as heck. Alrighty. Grudge Shot, Ashnur, you're good. Let's skip the low fight. Dinas Garrison, Denison buildings, and double check diplomacy. Camry and Red Fangs. How about the Confed? Bloody Hands? No. They don't wanna. And they just don't want. Oh well, it's not something that we really care about. Alrighty, let's end the turn and allow Skarsnik to return. Hopefully nobody interrupts him. We're also building all of these little, oh, what is this? Oh, right, I forgot that you were gonna sally out. Oh, and Serena Catrin came back. If I had attacked them, I don't remember if it was Serena Catrin herself, but interesting. Interesting. Alright, fine. It's a small battle, but I do enjoy these small battles oftentimes, so we're gonna fight it. Alright, here we go. I think this should be a pretty darn interesting fight. A small battle break, as it were, but nonetheless. This particular army put together out of a bunch of... that looked painful. Out of a bunch of random Gobbo and Snotling units. In fact, I don't think there's a single orc in this army. It's all Forest Goblins, Night Hoppers, or Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, and Spiky Rollas. Can they hold on, is the question. Now we're going to start this battle up by attempting to snipe the enemy heroes, which the Doom Divers do particularly well at. The Patriarch's already at half HP and has not yet made it halfway to our army, and we've taken about a quarter of the HP from the Boyar and from Serena Catrin herself. I'd love to get her off the field ASAP so that she can't cast, as our own casting is fairly limited to only Sneaky Stabbin' and Vindictive Glare. Don't even have Itchy Nuisance on ya. Do we only have Gaze of Mork on our Shaman, as well as this is a new army and it isn't really supposed to serve as an army anyway. Our Night Goblin Squig Hoppers were trying to get around the enemy army. But it looks like they got hit by some of those Kosovo dervishes. Fortunately, we just ran away and sent in the Spiky Rollers to rip those poor dervishes apart. They're incredibly fragile, and the Spiky Rollers and the Forest Gobbos should have no problem there. In the meantime, our units of Night Goblin Squig Hoppers will move towards the enemy Kossars, armored and unarmored alike, together with the help of one of the units of Snotling Pump Wagons, while the enemy continues to make their way forward towards our leftmost flank and the center of our line. Looks like, ooh, I love the golden armor on the Boydanov's Brawlers, though. Very nice. Area attacks on them. 44 melee attack and defense pretty darn decent on a Streltsy unit. Oh, I'd actually love this this armor scheme or color scheme on just mob of Kislevite units in general. That would be pretty neat. More armored Kossars are moving in to help against those Forest Goblins, but the Forest Goblins will distract them while the Night Goblin Squig Hoppers move in and the Snotling Pump Wagons apply that armor sundering. It's a pretty good combination because we got lethal poison coming in from the Forest Goblins and then regular poison coming in from the Squig Hoppers, while the Pump Wagons again apply armor sundering. And this is probably going to be a pretty bad day. Look at all those debuffs for the armored Kossars. Alright, in the center of the line, the enemy has made their way through and the Forest Goblins are attempting to hold. Obviously they are, well, they're a tier 1 unit and super basic, and they're not nearly as armored or as statted up as Grom's. Remember, Grom's own guys had 70 armor. These guys have 20 because we just don't have the levels to buff them up yet. But they're still pretty good. And ooh, gotta watch out for the Watchmen and the Knight Armored Casters. Those dual weapons will probably be absolute havoc wreaking upon a pile of Forest Gobos. On the bright side, though, the rightmost flank has by and large collapsed. The enemy's rear line here of Cossars has been overrun by our Night Goblin Squig Hoppers, and soon, once these Armored Cossars and... is that a Zargard unit? Zargard with Great Weapons unit. Once the Zargard are overrun, then we can join the middle of the fray as well. Serena Katrin's still running around and down to 25% of her HP from the Doom Divers, who have been doing a great job annoying the enemy in general. And getting a little bit of a tough time holding in the center, though, as one of our Forest Goblin units will rout, and we're going to need to send more Gobos of various kinds to reinforce. I have to specify which kind of Gobos, because it's all Gobos. It's Gobos all the way down is what I'm getting at. And ooh, gotta be careful with those Doom Divers, although Serena Katrin is kind of trapped. Can't dodge those, though obviously we can't either. That's gotta be really, really irritating, doesn't it? Alright, just a few more hits. It looks like we're going to be able to pull this off as the balance of power shifts to about 90% in our favor. I see By Our Blood has activated, and the last of the enemy units fighting the Gobos will only hold on for now less than 30 seconds. There we go, there goes By Our Blood, and the rest of the units will shatter, and the battle will be ours. Serena Katrin with 300 HP. She's also got the Don't Even Try It on her, and 115 HP. You gotta be kidding me. She's going to run away with this. Unfortunately, the homing effect of the Doom Divers doesn't actually work very well against reasonably fast-moving units that are trying to get away from them, because they always drop short like this. They will never hit her, so she's gonna get away. Granted, we'll be able to auto-resolve what little remains of her army after that, but nonetheless, good job to the Gobos. Love seeing basic low-tier units as so late into the campaign. Makes for some really fun battles. Ah, damn, that Patriarch survived, but, well, they didn't really survive that much. They're very badly damaged, and once again, the Gobos continue to impress. I'm really impressed with the Forest Gobos. Look at this. 203 kills and 25k damage. That poison of theirs are really, really doing it. They outdid the Squig Hoppers, they outdid the Pump Wagons, the Doom Divers are but yeah, Forest Gobos, people, Forest Gobos. This is the way. Anyway, we're gonna eat the captives, and we should be able to auto-resolve this place, and that probably will break Kislev as well, as they don't really have much left going for them. Alright, let's see if anybody else will attack or do anything. And I think it's perfect that the Forest Goblins, or Gobos in general, demonstrated their prowess here, as they will herald the arrival of Skarsnik, who will once again return to the field. Sorko has that buff for defeating Serena Katrin. I'm going to ignore the rest of all of this and immediately get Skarsnik on the field. Oh, Belagar, you little coward, you ran. You ran to Karagyar. That's really our shug. Alrighty, let's have you get replaced by Skarsnik. If I can find him in here. Did I go past him? There he is. Alright, Skarsnik, what do we got here? The AI didn't screw you up too hard. They got all the good stuff here. Ravager's kind of useless to us, but he has the Gobos. He does not have anything buffing the Squig Hoppers, which he should, because he likes them, but that's fine. Alright, these are just generally buffs for Skarsnik, Spite of the Bad Moon. Unlocks here recruitment Goblin, Big Boss, and Night Goblin for all provinces. Might have been useful at some point. And then backstairs, tactics, armor-piercing weapon damage during ambushes for the entire army. Well, the army does like ambushing. Foolish not to have either better sneaking or nastier squigs. But, well, it'll only take a level. We're not going to wound Skarsnik in order to get those back. Now, since his army is up and running. Scrap upgrades, we're going to go for that spiky weapon upgrade because we need it for additional anti-dwarfen damage, and obviously scrap saddles for the various squigs, and the colossal squig can have their 8 defense, yeah, 8 melee defense. Ooh, losing my voice a little bit. Yeah, alright, now Skarsnik. We should take Karagrill. We should also try to hunt down... I mean, I doubt that Belegar is going to attack Karagmonar. It's just way too well defended. He probably cannot reach Karagrill. He's going to take out Gorfang Rotgut as well. Alright, Skarsnik, I think we just auto-resolve Karagrill. We'll declare war on this guy right now. He's only at war with the Red Fangs. Ooh, who will confederate? No. They don't want to confederate, but it's okay. We'll kill him. The fact that we have Skarsnik on the field now will lead us to the end of this campaign, which we've been waiting for. Mildra Manflare, I was gonna potentially put you into Skarsnik's army, but to have a non-Gobbo and a non-Squiggo in his army, that doesn't quite feel right to me, so maybe not. And what the heck is this? Where are all these heroes coming back from? Well, either way, Skarsnik gotta resolve this real quick. Declare war. Yeah, just do it. And hopefully he can heal up just fine here, and then we can go after Belegar afterwards. Skarsnik's bad Moon Banner. Oh, he won't have the 8-peak loonies or anything like that, the regiments of renown, but oh well. Auto-resolve, teensy bit of damage, and we will occupy. At tier 2, damn. Okay, well, we need to be tier 3 to get the silver tower, but oh well. Let's get that cave of mining. And let's delete the brawling grounds because we don't need them here. Give it air, please. Heroes we will deal with next time. Alright, well, I think with that we're out of time, so I'm going to have to call this episode here. Next time, Skarsnik hits Belegar, knocks him out. We'll take the rest of the landmarks all around here. None of them are particularly good, but they do give us quite a bit of trading stuff. Income from post-battle loot plus 10% ain't too bad, and some of them give money as well. Control, you give a bunch of control. Yeah, I think all of them together aren't as good as the Black Crag one, just because it gives us Lord Recruit rank and control. And global recruitment capacity. Black Crag is fantastic. Too bad we didn't get it earlier, but clearly we didn't need it. Anyway, I'm going to call the episode here. Perhaps next episode will be the very last episode of the campaign. Perhaps there will be 2 more. We're going to have to wait and see. So find out next time. Don't forget to leave those likes and comments below. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.